channel. 4-H Reviews for Kids is a story trail of Canal Winchester. Fletcher and the Springtime Blossoms. Raise your hand if you know what a blossom is. It's a beautiful flower. You will be following the picture book, Fletcher and the Springtime Blossoms,
by Julia Rawlinson.
Let's start the walking.
Let's celebrate spring with Fletcher. As you follow the storybook trail, look for the signs of the season around you.
Fletcher loves everything about spring. Listening to the birds sing, smelling just opened flowers, and playing chase with butterflies. But then Fletcher sees something he never expected to see in the spring. Snow!
Oh no!
Why is there snow in the spring? Wait, I think that's part of nature, because sometimes ice crystals fall from the sky. That's actually a true fact. But it turns out that spring has another surprise in store for Fletcher. Jump into spring with Fletcher and friends.
What do you think about this path?
It's amazing.
Natalia, what do you think about this part?
I think it's amazing, awesome, cool.
So you think that all the kids should be over here and try and enjoy the nature?
Especially this nature. Look at how beautiful those flowers are.
Let's see. Okay, let me check it out. That's nice. What about yours, Natalia? Let me see.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
What about the size of the tree?
They're like really, really big. I think they're the size of a giant. They're bigger than the ones at our house. Listen, what sounds of the season do you hear? Look, what sights of the seasons do you see?
The woods were full of the chirping, bustling, sing-song sounds of spring. Fletcher bounced along with his nose in the air, sniffing the just burst buds of flowers and playing chase with butterflies, with his head spinning with sights and sounds. What number is?
5!
What about in Espanol?
5!
5. What is the number?
5!
Can we see any insects, any butterflies?
Well, the other time I saw a green caterpillar.
Oh.
I saw butterflies.
Español?
6!
6.
Can you guess what Fletcher saw? He tumbled happily down the hill into the sunny
But when he picked himself up from the ground, he couldn't believe his eyes.
What did Fletcher think he saw? What did he really see?
And why is that number?
7!
Okay, and how we say in español?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Siete. Good job. Siete. A soft breeze danced through the branches, carrying snowy flakes. Snow so late in spring, thought Fletcher. It will be too cold for the birds and butterflies. There is no time to lose.
And also, it doesn't snow in spring. Looking for someone to tell.
He trotted back up the hill and passed a pair of birds cuckooing. You have flown to your summer home too soon, Fletcher cried. I have been down to the orchard and there is more snow on the way. Then we should fly back south, they called. But first we must tell Porcupine. He just come out of his bed of leaves. He needs to snuggle back down or he will freeze. Fletcher and the birds found Porcupine stretching and scratching. There is snow on the way, panted Fletcher. I saw it in the orchard. It will be too cold for the butterflies. The birds will need to fly south and you must hide away. Then I should crawl back into my bed, snuffled Porcupine sadly. But first we must tell Squirrel that he needs to hunt for food. He's eating his winter store of nuts. He will need to find some more. What is this number?
10.
Is that number 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's all together really loud.
Some Porcupine found a squirrel scampering after sunbeams. Snow is blowing in from the orchard, gasped Fletcher. It will be too cold for the butterflies. The birds will need to fly south. Poor Porcupine must go back to bed and you must find some food. You are right. I have eaten my spring feast, said Squirrel, and all my stores are gone. But before I hunt for more, we need to tell the rabbits to munch as much grass as they can before the snow falls. Natalia, show your balance. Tin, 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 tin. Na 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 na.
I can walk
Good
backwards.
save. What
walk
about
backwards.
Jasmine? What is your balance? Let's see. Ten, 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 ten.
I can do it too.
Okay, let's see. Oh wow! Let's check your balance. This is the balance challenge.
That's how good my balance is. And I'm going to do it with a shaky to prove.
Woo! Nice, Natalia. Oh, Jasmine is doing some moves. The rabbits were rolling down the hill next to their burrow. Stop playing, cried Fletcher. There is snow blowing in from the orchard. It will be too cold for the butterflies. The birds will need to fly south. Poor Porcupine must go back to bed. Squirrels need to find food, and you must munch more grass. Before we eat, said the rabbits, staggering dizzily to their feet.
This is a different class. Let's go explore. It's little, but it's actually a path. Careful. Hey! Yeah. There's a rock.
show your move. Okay, show, jump, 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 jump. Woo!
This is the trail. This way.
Oh.
Let's go down. Let's go down the hill.
We're getting back to the forest. Let's go and play in the snow. So the rabbits hoppity, rolly, polly, plopped down the hill through the woods. They were chased by squirrel, porcupine, the birds, and a bouncy full of important thoughts all the way to the orchard, where the ground was white with... Let's see, what is this number?
12.
Why did Fletcher think the blossoms were snow? What do you think, Natalia?
Because they're white and they're beautiful. I think that it's because blossoms are white and they're like their feathers, their petals are like fluffy fabric that like feels like baby skin.
How many blossoms can you find in the trees before the next page?
Looks like they're just putting in all the blossoms.
A scoop of puffles and cluffles of blossom from the ground and covered in a ticklish shower of floating white petals. Fletcher and his friends ran and played between the trees until at last they all collapsed in a blossoming. Okay, so we have another station. It says, then the birds fluttered back to the branch with bitfuls of blossoms to line their nests. Porcupine snuffled off up the slope, squills dotted with tiny white petals. A squirrel went chasing up and down trees after snow, white petals dancing in the breeze. And the rabbits bounced back up the hill with blossoms to brighten their burrow. What number is?
15!
Did you know how to say in Spanish?
We noticed some trees have some design.
But Fletcher just lay smiling in his soft bed of petals, watching the blossoming branches bobbing overhead. Now, what is that number there?
16.
Did you know in Espanol?
Yes, he says.
Questions to think and talk about. When Fletcher saw all the white, what did he think it was? What did he think that? And what was really?
It was blossom and he thought it was snow.
Oh, yes. Okay.
That when it gets hotter and hotter, and when I think it gets hotter and hotter to summer, I think you will melt.
You think you will melt? Oh my goodness. But you may be right. People is going to sweat a lot as it's getting hotter and hotter.
What I mean melt is that people will get so hot, their hair will burn up maybe, and they'll need to drink so cold water.
Oh yes, we need definitely something to keep your body hydrated. That's for sure. What activities will Fletcher participate in?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do a lot of like water things, like water limbo.
What is your favorite season and why?
My
Did you
favorite season is spring.
Is spring, and what do you like about spring?
It's because you can see butterflies and flowers grow, and you can play outside.
What is your favorite season and why?
Summer.
Summer, and why your favorite is summer?
Because Daddy lets me go play outside a lot and go to the park, and we get to do a lot of fun things like play with the sprinkler, play with the hose, do water balloons. We get to do a lot of water activities. We do our water slide, get a pool, and do a lot of fun things balloons, and it's my dad's birthday.
If you like Fletcher and the Springtime Blossoms, try these other great books. We have Fletcher and the Falling Leaf, Fletcher and the Summer Show, Fletcher and the Snowflake Christmas, Fletcher and the Caterpillar, and Fletcher and the Rainbow.
Hopefully you guys liked our walk through the story show. That was amazing! And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.